I love baseball.
Baseball, baseball.
94.5 The Peak presents Wasatch Wasps Baseball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. This broadcast is powered by Guild Mortgage, Dairy King, CarQuest Auto Parts, Physical at the Fit Stop, Wasatch Back Flooring, Napa Wasatch Auto Parts, Heber City Point S, Dorius Dental, and Bank of Utah.
Baseball.
The guy on first.
Who?
The first base.
Who?
The guy playing
Who
first.
is on first?
I'm asking you.
Now let's go live to the Diamond for play-by-play coverage of Wasatch Wasp Baseball on 94.5 The Peak.
Good afternoon, Heber Valley. Welcome into the ballpark. Tyler Moss and Tyler Baird on the call with you this afternoon as Wasatch Baseball is once again at Cyprus High School for Game 2 of a best-of-3 series here in the Super Regional State Tournament round. Wasatch and Cyprus squared away in a good one. Cyprus got the better of the Wasps in Game 1, winning 10-4 yesterday, but it was a strange back-and-forth game. Wasatch jumped on the Pirates early on, took a 3-0 lead after 2 innings of play. Wasatch had 7 hits over those 3 innings, but then Cyprus responded, put 7 on the board on Wasatch. Without Wasatch responding, eventually the Pirates were able to secure a 10-4 win, and it was really a back-and-forth game between these two schools, and it should be a slugfest again today. Wasatch needed to win 2 out of 2 in order to come away with the victory here in the series and advance to the bracket play at BYU and UVU next week. And so it's do-or-die time for the Wasps. The Pirates come in as the number 5 seed. Wasatch checks in at number 12 in the state. Cyprus earning that 5 seed with a 20-6 overall record now on the season. They've had a fantastic season, a year to remember. Wasatch checking in at 16-12 after yesterday's game. They've also had a very noteworthy year as well. But when you start looking at the state playoff games throughout the rest of the state yesterday, there's one region that obviously is rising up to the top, and it is Region 7, the one that Wasatch is in. Out of the 8 games that were being played, look at the region standings here. Maple Mountain, the number 1 team, just absolutely demolished Skyline. A couple more home runs for Cy Chrisman in that one. 16 and 17 home runs on the year now for him. On the year, he's had 17 home runs, and Maple Mountain just swept away Skyline easily. And then the big news, your number 20, Spanish Fork, knocks off their opponent there in the first round in a 10-run win over Alta. So that was a 4-20 matchup, and Spanish beat them 11-1. The winner of this series will get the winner of that series. So Wasatch, if they can find a way back, right now it looks like Spanish might be able to come away with that one. And then another stunner, number 22, Salem Hills, knocks off West Jordan, number 3, in the first round of that one. Orem and Jordan were not able to play, but the theme is pretty straightforward. The region that Wasatch is in, Region 7, is the top region in the state right now, and so don't bury this Wasatch team. Even though they're coming in down 0-1 in this series, they've certainly got a chance to battle back and get a win in this series, but it's going to take their best game. Yesterday, the Wasps made mistakes, walks, errors, hit by pitch, and that's really why the Pirates were able to defeat the Wasps here. And so when we turn our attention to our Smiles by Design keys to the game here today, it's really that simple. Wasatch needs to come away with a very clean game. They cannot be the team that has more errors on the board. They cannot be the team that has more walks on the board. And if Wasatch is able to play clean, they should be able to come out of here with a victory here today. They're going to turn to senior Bridger Shaw on the mound. Really their dog here, probably the most competitive kid you're going to get on the team, a senior, do-or-die situation, and certainly a kid you want to turn to. And the Wasps will turn to Bridger Shaw in this one, so it should be a good game. One other point of note as we take a look at our Gordon Law Group stat of the game yesterday, it's a strange one. Wasatch and Cyprus both with 10 hits. Wasatch, though, if you look at their 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 hitters, they had 9 hits between 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so only 1 hit from 6, 7, 8, and 9, and that was an Eddie Blue single back up the middle. And just so strange, outside of the ordinary for 6, 7, 8, and 9, they've been so productive for Wasatch over the course of the season. And so another little side note to keep your eye on, it's not just the freebies and the errors, but you've got to have something that produces at 6, 7, 8, and 9 if Wasatch wants to be able to get a win down here and come away with the series victory. Those are a few thoughts as we take a look here in the Dairy King pregame show. It's Tyler Moss on the air with you. Excusing Tyler Baird for a moment. He's on his way down, but these early afternoon games, you know, when you got to slip away from work, it's tricky sometimes. So he'll be here to join us momentarily, and I'll be on the call with you until Tyler gets here. But we're ready to get underway here. Wasatch is the designated home team, even though they're on the road. This is a change in the playoff format this year. as the host team, which is Cyprus. They're the first game home team, and then the visitors become the second game home team. Even though this is being played at Cyprus, Wasatch is the home team, and then they'll do a coin flip if Game 3 comes up, and that'll be who you'll determine who the home team is. Hidalgo going to lead off for the Pirates yet again, and we are underway. First pitch is a ground ball to short, right at Fowler. He's got it, fires across the diamond, and one pitch, one out. Bridger Shaw, efficient start to the game. And good clean play from Wasatch. Hidalgo takes a bench. And we're on to number 2 hitter of the day. And it's going to be a very similar lineup that you're going to see from Cyprus that they've had all season long. This is Ovson coming in, hitting .365 on the year. And there's another strike and a foul ball off the front of the plate. And we are underway here at Cyprus High School. Dimensions here of the field are interesting at Cyprus, and something I want to get into as the game progresses. Maybe an underrated part of the game yesterday. Another ground ball sharply hit to second. Salmon sets his feet, gobbles it up, and fires over to first base. And just like that, 2 away in this game. Wasatch and Bridger Shaw making quick work here of the Pirates in this first inning. But to follow up that thought that I just had, down the line, 350 to left field, 362 to right, and 408 to center. And I think that played a bigger story in the game yesterday than maybe we originally indicated. There's another swing and a miss. Strike there from Shaw as he throws to Anderson, who will be catching today for the Pirates. And there's another strike and a fly ball to center. Looks like it should be pretty easy. Brown going back and makes the grab. And just like that, Bridger Shaw, 5 pitches, 5 strikes, and 3 outs. And you could not draw up a better start here for Wasatch to get momentum going in game number 2. Wasatch down 1-0 in the series to the Pirates. But as the designated home team, have a great start here in game number 2. Going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Are you ready for lunch? Well, the Dairy King, home of the train, is serving the best food with friends and family in the Valley and have been the winner of Best of State for 20 years. They've recently been named the best of Utah for their milkshakes. You've got to try their delicious train burger with an Oreo shake. They also have those yummy salads that just hit the spot, or a turkey breast sandwich that tickles the taste buds. They've proudly been serving the Heber Valley for 78 years at the Dairy King, home of the train, serving deliciousness daily. Stop in today.
We at Guild Mortgage help people build personal wealth through real estate, be it your first home, next home, dream home, or investment property. At Guild Mortgage, we help you refinance for that lower interest rate, shorter term, or home remodel. At Guild Mortgage, we help you plan for retirement by owning multiple investment properties and can even add to your retirement plan with a reverse mortgage. We at Guild Mortgage believe everyone can own what matters.
Timberline Ace Hardware is committed to helping their neighbors and their communities, and because they're in the neighborhood, they can deliver almost anything you need. So shop in store or online for whatever your home or yard needs. Choose from top brands like Milwaukee, Stihl, Traeger, and Benjamin Moore. Then pick up in store, curbside, or they'll deliver your order right to your home. Around the block, what you need in stock with people that know how to help. Timberline Ace Hardware, serving the community for over 50 years.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Heading into the bottom of the first inning at Cyprus High School, Game 2 between Wasatch and the Cyprus Pirates. Wasatch got the Pirates down easily in the top of the first. 5 pitches, 3 outs. Bridger Shaw, great start. Starting on the mound for the Pirates today will be Larson, their clear number 2 pitcher. 37.2 innings pitched on the season, 20 strikeouts. Only giving up 33 hits and an ERA of 2.79, so another heavy strike thrower here for the Pirates. Blake Sweat will be leading it off for Wasatch. There's a ground ball right in front of the plate. Anderson's going to come out from the catcher position, makes the play, fires over to first, and we have another 1 pitch, 1 out at bat for Wasatch as they get things started. Look for a lot of strikes from both these pitchers here today. Larson, a very effective pitcher here for the Pirates. It's not going to be overpowering stuff, but much like Seeley that you saw yesterday, he can mix up multiple pitches for a strike, and he'll be effective. There's another 1 pitch ground ball from Brown to the shortstop, and Griffel has that one and fires over to first base, and 2 pitches and 2 outs. Both teams quickly going down here to start the game. The cardinal sin here from Grant Mahoney would be to swing at the next pitch. When you get 2 pitches and 2 outs, the unwritten rule of baseball is he should be taking this pitch here. We'll see what happens. But just like that, Wasatch with 2 retired. And Grant knows the rules. He doesn't swing at that and ends up being ball 1 here as we get started as it stands. Second pitch is down and away. Larson, again, he's been so good and effective on the mound, but he gives up about 7 to 8 hits per game according to his season averages and not overpowering. There's another ground ball hit right to the second baseman. Should be an easy play. Hidalgo gobbles it up and fires over to first base. And just like that, a 1-2-3 inning for the Pirates come right back at Wasatch. And we are quickly through the first and on to the second. Cyprus coming up for their second at bat after this.
Hey Wasatch, it's Nicole with Mountain Refined. We are so excited to be supporting our local teams and all the sports that you guys are into. We wanted you to know a little piece of what we have. You can come on down, grab teacher gifts, protein powder, and even rent that tuxedo for junior prom. Did you guys know that? Shop local and support us. We love being a part of this community. Go Wasatch, 480 North Main Street, right here in Heber.
You'll always find the best deals and expert service at your local Napa Auto Parts store. We offer expert service in helping you find the parts you're looking for your current project, as well as Milwaukee tools. We can also help you with most motorsport, RV, and vehicle battery needs at your local Napa Auto Parts store in Heber City.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
And now, back to the action. Wasatch High School Sports on 94.5 The Peak.
Top of the second inning here at Cyprus High School. Eerily similar start for both teams. 5 pitches for each pitcher to get 1, 2, 3 as far as the outs are concerned. The only difference is Bridger Shaw threw 5 strikes, and Larson of the Pirates went 3 strikes and 2 balls. But both teams very effective. Shaw fires away for another strike there on pitch number 1 to Densley. Densley playing right field today for the Pirates. Shaw sets, fires away pitch number 2, and that's his first ball of the game. Just misses inside. Densley comes into the game today, one of the more effective batters here for the Pirates, hitting in the 4-hole, .419 on the season. There's ball number 2 from Shaw as he fires away. That average did come down yesterday. He was up over .430. Wasatch held him in check pretty well in the game yesterday, but a guy that can certainly hit the gaps. 3 triples, 7 doubles on the season. There's a big swing and a miss for strike number 2 from Densley. And Shaw's back on the mound, ready to go. Densley steps out, takes a check over to his coach. Shaw into the windup, fires, and fouled off back towards the Cyprus dugout. Mentioned in our Dairy King pregame show that there were some eye-popping scores there in the first day of the Super Regional Tournament. Want to go over that 5A bracket with you a little more when I get a chance. Shaw fires away, another line drive out towards Salmon and jumped just a hair too early. Would have been a great play if he could go up and get it, but gets just over his glove, falls down into right field for our first hit of the game. A single for Densley, just over the second baseman. Go around the starting lineup today. Take a look at the Wasps defensively. The first inning moved too quickly, couldn't get through it. As noted already, senior Bridger Shaw on the mound, getting the start for the Wasps here today. Throwing behind the dish to Micah Dahl, who had a fantastic day defensively yesterday for Wasatch. There's ball 1 from Shaw as he fires away to Densley. Back-to-back Densleys in the lineup. After Dahl behind the dish, you can see Colton Hafen, who's over there at third base today with Shaw on the mound. There's a bunt, popped up behind the plate, and hits our camera there, shaking now on you. That'll go down as strike number 1 on the foul ball on the bunt attempt. Hafen playing third base. Fowler at shortstop. Yet again, won't be able to hit today with that hurt hand, but is good enough to play defense here for Wasatch. Already has made a good play. There's a fired pitch, just a little up in the zone. Looks like it's going to be a little tighter down in the zone today. Ball 2. Salmon at second base and Mahoney over at first base for Wasatch defensively. And then your outfield will be Sweat in left, Brown in center, and Bluth in right. That's your starting defensive lineup for your Wasatch Wasps today. That one hits off of Densley, and that was a problem yesterday. Hit by pitch and walks. And now with nobody out, the Pirates have a threat. Runners on second and first after Shaw barely hits Densley there. Just kind of nicked off of the elbow. And Coach McCoy wanted to talk his way through that one a little bit. He's out here having a conversation, wants to get some help from the umpires. I'd be surprised if he wins this appeal, but worth a shot. Griffel coming to the plate here for the Pirates. You know, just from my perspective up here, Densley, that one was running high and tight inside, and he kind of leaned the back backwards to get away from it. Elbow flared out, and it hit him right off the arm. And so I think if they're going to call that, that would be the only thing that they say. And they're not going to go for it. So they're going to say, yeah, that did in fact hit him. So Pirates have the threat in business here. Griffel coming up, runners on second and first. Wouldn't be a bad time to lay down a bunt, which they have not been shy about doing in the course of this series. Griffel hitting in the 6th spot for the Pirates today. Was there yesterday. And again, another one of these really reliable bats, hitting .361 on the season for the Pirates. Shaw comes set, takes a couple look over to second base. Pickoff move, had him leaning, but no one there to cover, so Bridger eats it. Doesn't fire it over there to second base. Waiting on deck is Hidalgo, second baseman for the Pirates. Shaw sets, again takes a couple more looks. And they do go to the throw on the pick play this time. Throw off target. Salmon has to reach back, does a good job to keep it straight. Often you'll see teams call those pick plays to see if the offense will give away what they're trying to do. Didn't see a squared bunt on that one. See what Griffel does. Shaw sets, takes a couple more looks, now fires home. Griffel's going to swing, pops it up. This one should be an infield fly. It is an infield fly as Salmon steps up and makes the catch, and that's one away for the Pirates here in the top of the second inning. That's just what the doctor ordered on that play. If you can get a fly ball that doesn't leave the infield, that's what you need. Runners have no chance to advance. Infield fly is ideal. Now, if you can get another good sharply hit ground ball, you've got a double play opportunity in front of you. Wasatch checking the outfield here, playing pretty straight up with their left, right, and center fielders. There's a fly ball to center field. It's going to push Brown back, taking a couple steps back. No tag at second base there, and that's going to be a mistake from Densley. Definitely was a ball that he should have been tagging on. Brown looked like he had a beat on it, but Densley just started wandering aimlessly towards third base. Didn't go firing over there to third, and that one cost the Pirates. No one advances, and now you've got 2 outs on the board for Wasatch trying to work out of the jam. That's a break there for Wasatch. Changes the way that Shaw can pitch here with the runner on second as opposed to third. That brings up Seeley. Pull hitter. Wasatch had success on him yesterday working on the outer half of the plate. Shaw goes to the outside with a breaking pitch. Seeley watches it. Lets it calmly go back for ball 1. Nothing yesterday that we saw from Seeley would indicate that he's a 4-3 hole threat. And Wasatch playing him in a similar fashion. Even though they're pitching outside, there's strike 1 on the outer half. Salmon holding the runner on second base is nearly playing on top of the bag as Shaw is delivering this. Faller over near the 5-6 hole, and then, of course, Hafen ready for that one. Mahoney playing deep over at first base. As a light rain starts to fall. Pretty nice day down here. There's a foul ball down the third baseline from Seeley, and now Shaw is ahead, 1-2 on the count. Big moment here in this game. If you start looking at the game yesterday, the Pirates came through in clutch spots. They got their first 3 runs on a 2-strike, 2-out, bases loaded double off the wall that scored 3 runs, and they just came through in clutch spots. This is one of those moments. They've got a chance to come through with 2 outs, 2 strikes, see if Shaw can win the battle here. Shaw sets, takes a couple peeks at second base, now fires home, and it's a ball towards Faller. Faller has it, easy throw to third base, and Wasatch works out of the jam. After the Pirates get the first 2 runners on, fly ball, and then ground out to short. And Wasatch gets out of the inning. Bridger Shaw, a great start to this one, heading to the bottom of the second after this.
Here at Country Gardens and Nursery, we hope that you feel that you are home when you are away from home as you go around our perennial floor checking out the newest and latest for beauty for your garden, as you wander into our indoor plant shop, seeing the possibility of what could be yours. Stop by Country Gardens and Nursery, your home away from home. 1401 US 189, Heber City, Utah. And don't forget to check us out on social media for quick tips and tricks throughout the season.
Chad here from Mountain West Trailers. Celebrating 20 years in business, we know you value strength and reliability. Whether it's for work or play, our dump and equipment trailers are built to last. Enclosed cargo trailers for business and fun, or open utility trailers for everything in between. With expert sales, parts, and service, we've got you covered. Mountain West Trailers is always right behind you. Visit us at mountainwesttrailer.com or stop by at 1470 South Highway 40 here in Heber.
And now, back to the action. Wasatch High School Sports on 94.5 The Peak.
Bottom of the second inning here at Cyprus High School, 0-0 the score. Bridger Shaw able to work out of the jam in the top of the second inning. Wasatch went down quietly in the bottom of the first, 1-2-3. That'll bring Hafen to the plate to start for Wasatch. Facing off against Larson, junior pitcher here for Cyprus. Really like looking at the advanced statistics, too, when we get a chance, and his are intriguing. 158 batters faced on the season, which is second most here for the Cyprus Pirates team. And he's a strike thrower, only 8 walks on the season. Hafen's going to foul off the first pitch there for strike one. And he does have 6 hit by pitches on the year, but under 500 pitches on the season, so he's been very efficient and effective in his games pitched. Opponent batting average just over 200 on the year. But Wasatch needs to be careful not to fall into his trap. Only 20 strikeouts on the season. So when you don't walk guys and you rarely strike them out, yet you're getting outs, what he is he's a pitcher to contact, and he trusts his defense behind him. And on a field like Cyprus plays on, the temptation, or maybe I guess what the desire is, that you get fly balls. And so far he's been effective at getting balls in play. There's another ball in play, a ground ball on the 1-1 count. And it's another out as that ball's gobbled up by Griffel at shortstop one more time and fired over to first for the out. So 4 up and 4 down for Wasatch. As Larson continues to do what he's done all year long. And there's a swing and a miss from Bridger Shaw. Actually, foul tip on that one for strike number 1. And with almost 40 innings pitched now on the season, in fact, that last out did make it 39 innings pitched here for Larson, yet only 20 strikeouts. You start doing the math there, that's about 3 to 4 strikeouts per game. It's a pretty low number for a starting pitcher, but he gets outs, and he's effective there with that. There's been a lot of talk in Heber Valley, too, that's talked about the poor league that Cyprus plays in. There's a shot from Shaw, but right at Seeley at third. Gloves it, fires, a little low, but dug out of the dirt there by Densley, and that's out number 2 of the inning for Wasatch. Seeley kind of had that glove turned over the wrong way, but got a nice hop on the sharply hit ball from Shaw. Fired it over there to first. But been a lot of talk about what is this Cyprus team all about when you play the likes of Granger 3 times and Hunter and Taylorsville and Kearns. That's 11 wins right there. And all of those teams very down in the 5A rankings. In fact, 3 of those did not make the state tournament, and then 1 is in the bottom 20. There's a sharply hit ball from Salmon, and he got the center fielder, came in too quickly and can't recover. Salmon's going to have a double. Coach McCoy's waving him, going to try to stretch it to a triple, and he's going to go in sliding for a triple. Jack Salmon rips the ball to center field, and like we saw yesterday, the outfield misplaying again. We saw this from both teams as Ovson took a couple steps in, and that ball burned him. So Jack, the triple for Wasatch on their first hit of the day. And that's one of the keys to the game that the doctor ordered. Talked about how 6 through 9 yesterday, only 1 hit on the entire game, and 1 through 5 had 9 hits in the game. And Salmon hitting in the 6th hole today gets things going in the right way for the bottom half of the lineup. Dahl hits a sharply hit ball up the middle, and it's misplayed. The hop there by the second baseman made it so he couldn't handle it, and Wasatch has the first run of the game. Going to give Micah Dahl the single on that one, as it was an oddly hopping ball towards second base on the backhand, and Hidalgo can't handle it, and just like that, with 2 outs, Wasatch produces and gets on the board first. So after a slow start to the series for 6, 7, 8, and 9, 6 and 7 coming through for Wasatch in the bottom of the second. Wasatch jumped out to an early lead in the game yesterday. They were up 3-0 after 2 innings of play and had 7 hits after a couple innings, and looked like they were going to be in a good spot. But I'll tell you what, this Pirates team is scrappy. They don't get rattled, and they won't go away. Wasatch going to need to continue getting knocks after knocks. There's a first pitch curveball that misses on the outer half to Eddie Bluth. 1-0, Wasatch leads. Bottom of the second inning. Second game of the Super Regional round of the 5A state tournament. There's another ball there to Bluth, missing down and in. Larson takes a peek over at first, where Armendariz is on as the courtesy runner for Dahl. Delivers home and misses badly outside yet again. And so often you see, and this, not an overreaction here, but something to keep your eye on, when runners get on base, pitchers become different players. You got to do a little bit more to hold the runners. There's ball 4 missing inside, and just like that, Bluth is on, and Armendariz is in scoring position. Wasatch has a runner on first and second, but it's easy to pitch when you don't have runners on. Most people, most schools, most coaches in the winter when they do their pitching bullpens, they're in the windup, and often conversations do not happen about, well, let's practice going from the stretch, practice working on your looks. And so a lot of this rep and routine that these guys get in the offseason, they forget to rep the different paces that you have with your picks and looks, and it changes the dynamic of the game when you get runners on. And I think you're seeing it a little bit right now from Larson. Wasatch with a big chance here. 6-hitter. Jack Salmon tripled to center. Micah Dahl singled up the middle in the 7th spot, and now Bluth gets a walk in the 8-hole, and Kyron Stocking coming on, who has been just Mr. Clutch in this 9-hole all year long for Wasatch. Didn't have his best game yesterday, but certainly a guy, a senior for Wasatch, that you want in spots like this. Stocking coming up just below 300 on his average, and has a chance to come up with a big knock right here for Wasatch. Armendariz gets his lead at second base. Larson sets, takes a peek out to second, now fires home. Stocking pops one up towards center field. Looks like it's going to be an easy play for Ovesen, and he makes it. And Wasatch is retired, but not before getting on the board first. Wasatch takes a 1-0 lead in this one over Cyprus, and we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Back after this.
Check out the Fit Stop Health Club. It's more than a great facility. Their employees and staff create a comfortable, caring, supportive place for men and women of all ages, as well as their families, to work out. They have your tanning beds, massage, and personal trainers. Find your new groove. Jump into their therapy pool with endless laps. They have Group X classes with nationally certified and specially trained instructors. See what the Fit Stop offers. Go to their website at fitstophealthclub.com. For more information, call 654-2131.
Unlock your potential at Bonnie Joseph Academy, your local beauty school. Explore the art of cosmetology, barbering, hair design, basic aesthetics, master aesthetics, and nail tech programs. Visit bonniejosephacademy.edu to learn more and enroll today. Financial aid is available for qualifying students, and we offer flexible schedules and distant education options. Transform your passion into a rewarding career at Bonnie Joseph Academy, where beauty meets expertise. Bonnie Joseph Academy, Heber City.
This is live coverage of Wasatch High School sports on 94.5 The Peak.
Top of the 3rd inning at Cyprus High School. Prim steps into the box for his first at bat, hitting in the 9-hole today for Cyprus. Strike 1 from Shaw on the outside part of the plate. Shaw working quickly, fires away for strikes 2 on a swing and a miss. Prim on the season, a sophomore, hitting .254, 78 plate appearances, 2 doubles, 1 triple, 12 RBIs on the season. Shaw goes outside by about a foot and can't get Prim to offer on that. That'll be ball 1. It's been a great start for Bridger Shaw. That was his 23rd pitch here of the game as we're into the 3rd inning. Shaw sets, fires, gets a foul ball on the fastball running inside on Prim. First inning was good for both teams. Shaw 5 pitches to get the 3 outs. All 5 were strikes. And then Larson matched it. Went 5 pitches in the bottom of the first to get 3 outs as well from Wasatch. There's a fly ball that's going to stay in the infield. Hafen trying to battle the sun to come in and make a play. He doesn't see it. That ball falls fair, and it's going to be a single as Hafen just could not handle the sun. And that is a tough, tough ball to have. Really one that probably Bridger should have came to get when he saw Hafen couldn't handle it. But it's just a ball that the third baseman normally would come get, so Bridger wasn't in a position to come get it. And that is a really, really tough way for Wasatch to lead off this inning on a single that goes about 100 feet high and goes about 10 feet forward. That brings us back to the top of the lineup for the Pirates. Call that mistake number 1 from Wasatch. And it was the 3rd inning yesterday where Wasatch made a host of mistakes. Walk, hit by pitch, error, and that's when the wheels started getting a little wobbly. There's a ground ball, softly hit to Mahoney. He fields it, gets the out at first base. And you have 1 away. Shaw's already worked out of a jam in this game. Had runners on first and second in the top of the second. And Bridger was able to get out of that without surrendering a run. Oveson steps up to the plate. With the runner in scoring position, Shaw sets, turns, fires. There's a fly ball, hit softly out to left. Should be an easy one for Sweat, who steps in to make the catch calmly, and 2 have been retired. That'll bring Anderson to the plate. Catcher here for the Pirates. Another great season at the plate. .328 coming into the game. 21 RBIs, 2 doubles, 3 triples, and 2 home runs. So good pop here from Anderson in the 3 spot. Shaw fires. There's a check swing. Fly ball out to the middle infield. Miscommunication from Fowler and Salmon. And Salmon comes over and takes care of business and snatches it out of the air. But a hairy moment that Wasatch does end up getting out number 3. So what turned into a strange start to the inning ends up being a quick inning for Bridger Shaw as he gets 3 more quick outs. And Wasatch has retired the Pirates yet again. And we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning with Wasatch leading 1-0.
At Heber Park City Appliance, you're getting a dedicated team of professionals who go out of their way to keep your home running smoothly. And when we say team, we're talking about 40 years of winning service and reliability. We're here to boost your at-home satisfaction long after your purchase. So when it's 4th quarter and your fridge goes out, oh man, be confident knowing we're a team that will go the distance for you. Heber Park City Appliance in Heber City. Visit us online at HeberAppliance.com.
Hey there, Heber City. Are you tired of dings, dents, and scrapes ruining the beauty of your beloved vehicle? Look no further than Robards Collision, the ultimate destination for all your auto body needs. At Robards Collision, they've been offering top-notch collision repairs and outstanding customer service. Their team of expert technicians is passionate about bringing your car back to its original glory, no matter the size of damage. Their state-of-the-art facility is equipped with cutting-edge technology, ensuring precise and accurate repairs. They handle it all with precision and care.
And now, back to the action. Wasatch High School Sports on 94.5 The Peak.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, Wasatch leading 1-0 over the Cyprus Pirates. We're at Cyprus High School. Game number 2 of the 2nd round of the 5A State Baseball Tournament. And if you're unfamiliar with the State Baseball Tournament, it's a really cool tournament that they've put together where you play 3-game series in the first 2 rounds. So the first 24 teams that make it, you play a first round where the top 8 get a bye, and then the winner of a best-of-3 series advances. And then you do the same in the Super Regional. So this is a best-of-3 series between Wasatch and Cyprus. And then that gets you the final 8 teams standing. And when you get there, then next week they start their 8-team bracket play, which is a true double elimination tournament with the 8 teams. So no longer 3-game series, but you just go through that bracket play. And it's a fantastic tournament. Girls softball for Wasatch also in a similar situation. Right now they pulled the upset win as the 17 seed over 16 Brighton, and they start their second round play today. And that game has started and just got underway as well, and we'll keep our eye on that one over there. Blake Sweat at the plate for Wasatch right now. 2-1 count after a couple balls and then a foul ball. There's ball 3. Sweat gobbled up a couple hits in the game yesterday in the leadoff spot, kind of working his way out of a slump. And since the state tournament has started, he's been locked in and swinging it well. There's a foul ball on a 3-1 fastball.